Mm. All right. So a guy in the DMs that was watching my videos told me to start using glue because glue is so much better for some reason. I think that OBS kind of worked, but I'm going to give it a shot. So, bro, I hope that the $24 I spent on this, bro, is worth it. So today is 10 things to never do after right after a breakup. Now on Reddit, when I saw this title because I haven't read it yet, when I saw this title, I was like, okay, this is gonna be hit and miss because I'm not sure on Reddit someone it's like sometimes it's a fucking transgender fucking woke person and then you got a conservative fucking middle-aged dad who posts, so it's like this. I have no idea who wrote this, and I have no idea if this is going to be based or not. So with this in mind, I guess let's just get into it, see what this is going to be about. So 10 things to never do after a breakup. Let me make myself smaller so you can read it too, so I can read it, most importantly. First one is begging for them to come back. Nothing kills your self-respect faster than begging for someone who already chose to leave. If they wanted to stay, they would have. Don't give them the satisfaction of knowing you're desperate. I agree with this, but I would say not just self-respect, but mostly respect of them. And realistically, you shouldn't care of them respecting you. But it kind of does, you know? It's like we're humans, we care about what other people think about us, especially the story they were going to be telling. So with my ex girlfriend, I was for a year and a half with her, and bro, I was fucking. I wasn't that bad in this one. The two previous breakups before that, but on the third one, it also wasn't a lot better. Like it was like I kind of accepted it, but it's like we were still friends with benefits for a while, and it's like I was still trying to act like she's my girlfriend, even though we weren't. And I'm gonna talk about being friends with benefits and why I think the pros and cons about that. But yes, definitely, if you beg her to come back, she's gonna feel the ick. She's gonna be disgusted by it, and it's just like that, you know. It's like the thought of us, like a girl being desperate to have us back, actually intrigues us. We like that, but girls aren't like us. You know, every time I've done that, a girl really responded badly to it. So, and again, I was like 15, 16, 17. So it's like those relationships, I don't know if they really count that much or how valuable they are at that age. But the point still stands. Like girls don't really respond very well to male desperation because then you're going into the feminine frame, you know, because a feminine girl's main purpose in life is like, you know, love and family. But a masculine man's main purpose in life should be his goals, leaving something for the family after he dies, leaving a legacy, making a strong son, and all of that. But for him, it's mainly his purpose, at least in his 20s and maybe even half of his 30s. It should be, I think. That doesn't mean that you can't have kids when you're like 22 if you want to. My brother did that. But I definitely think that you should still put work and, you know, leaving a legacy and fucking building something above your family until you're like 30 something. So I definitely believe that, especially women as well. Put them all on second place for a while. And then I don't think that I think that there's nothing wrong for you to put love and family on the first place when you're like 35, 36, 40. But I definitely wouldn't judge a man like Andrew Tate, who's close to 40, who's like 39, I think, and he's still putting his work on the first place. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. So yeah, this is probably why she doesn't want you to beg. Like literally, maybe she would like to go back to you, but she wants you to not care for like 2 weeks. Her like your post, her try to get your attention, and then get back with you. But you're ruining it by begging her. You know, this is what she's supposed to do, and you're taking her feminine role. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Stalking their social media. Checking Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok won't give you closure. It'll just make you feel worse. If they seem happy, it'll hurt. If they seem sad, you'll overthink it. Either way, it's a lose-lose situation. Bro. Oh my god, bro. I'm such a pussy when it comes to closure. Not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be all the way honest about it. So I was stalking my ex-girlfriend's Instagram for like 4 months after we broke up, maybe 3. So she blocked me, and I had another account that wasn't linked to my account because when you block someone on Instagram now, you can block all the other accounts that they make. I didn't have that at that time. Well, I had a different account from like a different IP address. So, anyways, I was stalking her page for like fucking 3 months, bro. Maybe even 4. I'm not sure. And I was doing it like multiple times a day in the first week, then like, once a week, then like once every couple of weeks, once every 2 months. But like, I knew I shouldn't do it, but I still did it. It was like kind of like with fapping, video games, and junk food. It's like all these vices, you need to deload them, but also like try to put as much friction to doing them as possible. So it's the same. I have my old phone here, right? From back when I was with this girl, right? So I bought a new phone also because this one was old, not because of the breakup. And now, a couple of weeks back, I charged this phone to see if it still works, and it does work. And I saw all our pictures and videos in the gallery or in the photos. And now, like a year and something, maybe a year and a half later after that we broke up, I don't feel anything. It's like I can look at those pictures and it doesn't hurt me anymore. But if I looked at that 2 months after we broke up, I, I would feel very fucking bad. You know what I mean? Like she's doing all those things with other guys, and because we have like sexual videos, and so that would hurt me, right? And especially it hurt me when I saw her post that she had a new boyfriend, right? Like her post with another dude, bro. That, oh my god, bro, that like felt like fucking rock fell on my fucking heart, bro. Like it was suffocating, anxious feeling, like fucking bad, thinking all the things that are doing together. But then again, I still had that feeling that she's mine, even when she wasn't, and I was like really acting like a bitch. Now, I think like a month or two after we broke up, I got with a Ukrainian girl that I was with only for like a month or two, and then we broke up again. And then I saw that she's in a happy relationship, whereas this girl, bro, it ended badly, right? And now that girl was a 304, it was a completely like a different situation. But then what I did was I went on Tinder and I ran through a couple of girls the coming year until I found my current girlfriend, who I've been with for close to a year now. And now that when I look at those pictures, I'm like, I can look positively at those memories, and I actually don't feel any grudge towards that. I don't feel a bitter feeling towards her, towards the relationship, a little bit towards myself and the stupid things I was doing and being too needy and like completely losing my own self respect. But yeah, again, bro, with time, but just like to make that process quicker, just fucking make yourself not able to watch or see those photos together or see her Instagram, what she's doing now. Trust me, bro. Block her or ask her to block you if you don't have the willpower. Because what you'll do is you're going to unblock her and just check it and then block her again. And that's not doing anything. So, bro, you can just ask her to block you, you know? But again, if she's the type of person like you to constantly look at what you're doing, then maybe you have to man up and be the man here and block her and, keep your word. All right. At least for a while, just like for like 6 months, then you can unblock her, talk to her again. I spoke to my ex girlfriend like a month ago, just like, a quick like 10-minute chat. And bro, it's like, it's so cool, bro. It's like we're both in happier relationships. Now, she kind of ran through like 7 guys already. So it's like, I know that she's probably not a high quality girl, but again, I don't have anything to do with her anymore. So it's like, if she's happy, bro, I'm happy for her. But it's like, it's so peaceful to talk to someone who hurt you after you got over it. And then you literally don't, you actually just wish them good. But of course, it's gonna hurt her. So don't talk to her, don't watch her Instagram, and don't look at anything that you have together for the next 5 months, let's say. Depends on how quick you'll get over it, to be honest, and how long the relationship was, and how seriously you were taking it. Trying to just be friends immediately, you're not fooling anyone, you're holding on to hope, staying friends right away usually just drags out the pain and gives you false hope. You need space to truly let go. I kind of agree with this, to be honest. Now, I'm gonna be all the way honest, bro. I had situations with other girls where I've been friends with benefits. Actually, we were still sleeping together, but we put some parameters that we're not gonna act like boyfriend and girlfriends. We're not gonna go on dates holding hands, saying any sentimental shit like "I like you," "I love you," whatever. And also, it was just like a period of time until we found someone better. And then we also both, rated each other's Tinder's profiles and looking at who the other person is seeing. And it kind of hurts, but it normalizes the process of this person doesn't belong to me anymore. Because what happens after a breakup? You still have to get used to the fact that she's not yours anymore. And this really helps to be friends. So depends on what type of person you are. But personally, I don't think there's a problem with either solution. Like, either be friends with her if she wants to, but if she doesn't, just do it all alone. I don't find anything wrong with being friends with a girl that you broke up with. So yeah, to be honest, I think that this just normalizes the process of you acknowledging in your mind that she's not yours anymore, and I think that's a good thing. So from my experience, this is not necessarily a bad thing. Jumping into a rebound, sleeping with someone else or rushing into a new relationship won't make the pain go away. You're just distracting yourself. Eventually, those feelings will catch up to you. What I would say the biggest problem with this is you'll hurt somebody else because hurt people most of the time. Now, what I'd say is like if you really want to, because bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. How you get over an ex is you go to another girl. You get with another girl. I'm gonna be all the way honest, bro. It makes you feel better. It makes it feel more normal that you're not with that girl anymore, and it makes the pain go away quicker. But you also have to be careful with losing your soul. Okay, desensitizing yourself to love because you want to feel love, even if it's bro yin and yang. If you want to feel good, it comes with the risk of feeling really fucking bad. So that's okay. I say you can take some time for yourself, but you're probably gonna be thinking about her for a while, which is okay, and process those feelings and don't try to numb the pain. But if you want, bro, I wouldn't tell you to not talk to girls at all. Again, don't go too schizo about it, bro. Don't spend more like 5-10 minutes a day on Tinder. If you see a pretty girl at the gym, go speak to her, right? But it's like, don't try to get a girl. But if a girl is interested in you, bro, just be open to it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, I definitely don't think that's necessarily bad. Just if you start sleeping with a lot of girls, or right after like 5 girls within like a month or two, it's like from my experience, that just makes you feel like all girls are the same, which to an extent they are. They have the same nature. But bro, there's girls like my girlfriend who was a virgin until she was 18, until she met me, and like doesn't have a fucking Instagram. It isn't fucking posting anything. She doesn't have any male friends. She does everything I do. Like it's like there are these types of girls and they truly do exist. So they have similar nature. I know that if my girl was fucking in Miami or Dubai right now with 5 other hoes, she's probably gonna be the sixth one. So that's why I gotta protect her from that. But obviously, a girl has a certain character from how her dad raised her and all of that. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't find anything bad with starting to go back into dating right after a breakup. I don't think that there's anything bad with that. I just think you should be a little bit careful with these short term things. Like if a girl is fucking a ratchet ass hoe, bro, don't even entertain that. In my opinion, I wouldn't even entertain that just for getting your dick wet. Just getting your dick wet won't help you get over her. You know? Finding someone that you like, finding a girl that you actually think she's fun, she's wholesome, she hasn't had many or any experience with other guys, and you really would like to have a girlfriend like that again. That's gonna help you get over your ex so much quicker. Sleeping with a girl that you know you will never marry her, bro. You might even be afraid that she's got some STDs. You think like this girl is too masculine and disgusting, but I'm gonna sleep with her, right? I'll fuck her in the car and then block her. It's like at that point, I think that's just you'll feel the post nut clarity and you'll wish you'll have a girl like your ex girlfriend again. If you end up in a good way. Isolating yourself. No, hold on. Drowning your pain in alcohol, drugs, or a party. Getting high, drunk. Getting high or drunk every night won't fix your heartbreak. It might numb for a while, but it won't heal you. You'll just end up feeling worse in the long run. In the long run. So I don't really have experience with that. I'm not much of a drinker, and I'm not a pothead at all. I tried weed maybe once in my life, and I haven't drank for a while. So I drink maybe like once a year. So I don't really have experience to that. So I don't think it would be fair of me to put any input into this one. So leave a comment if you have experience with this. To be honest, some guy might find it valuable. 6, isolating yourself completely. It's okay to take time alone, but shutting down people who care about you will only make it harder. You need support even if you don't feel like talking. What I'm gonna say is only open up to men, not women. So it's like when I was fucking pretty heartbroken, bro. Talking to my mom didn't fucking help. It made me feel a little bit worse, to be honest. But it was like empty, like, oh, you'll find better, baby. You're gonna be good. You know how moms are. They try to baby you all the time. Well, my dad says it. He says like a story that he had a similar story to me before he met my mom. And then I go to my brother and he says like something similar, or like just focus on myself for a while. And it's like they're like more solution based, whereas women, they don't, when you tell them about your problems, they try to just empathize with you, but men try to find solutions. And solutions as a man usually will make you feel better, especially when you break up with a girl. It's then you speak with a guy friend, for example, that's on the same path as you, especially. That's probably the best person to open up to. So yeah, bro. Honestly, I'd say you can speak about it to someone, but I'd say only men. Don't really speak to women. I don't find that very helpful, to be honest. So yeah, replaying every moment, trying to find out what went wrong. Overanalyzing won't change the outcome of absolutely anything. No amount of what ifs will bring them back. Let go of the need to understand everything. Sometimes people just leave. That is true, but I do think that a bit of self reflection and analyzing what you did wrong is very helpful for yourself, for your own sake, not for her. So, if a girl cheats on you, whose fault is that? It's yours. Because probably you didn't hold up your masculine frame. Probably she lost respect for you at some point. And you should spend one day, maybe like a few hours, thinking about this and figuring out where, you know? So like, don't ask her because she's just gonna give you an answer that won't hurt your feelings. Most girls, some girls are blunt about it, but the majority of them aren't. So I don't think there's much point in asking her what went wrong. But yeah, definitely do some self analysis and try to figure out what the fuck happened actually there. So, but don't spend too much time on it, bro. One day max. Okay, if you can't figure that out in like 1 hour of thinking, drop it completely and just think to yourself, okay, maybe I'll understand this situation a couple of years from now when I'm more mature and more experienced. But right now, this version of me cannot understand this. I'm gonna leave it here. Okay. So this is my two takes on it. But yeah, definitely you should spend maybe one day thinking about it and then trying to distract yourself with work and then with your boys. I think that's the best thing. If you don't have any male friends, go to some school community. Find a place where other guys have the same goals as you. Want to get to 10K a month? Join some fucking finance school community. Like, bro, people like Charlie Morgan and Hamza have amazing communities. Ali Ibrahim. These people have amazing communities where a lot of ambitious guys go. And bro, they're on calls. You can DM them, you can call them, you can speak with them, make posts, comment on them, and talk with people who have the same interest as you. So yeah, that's my advice if you don't have any friends. Pretending you're okay when you're not. Faking a smile and acting like you're over it won't actually help you move on. Let yourself feel the pain, and it's the only way to truly heal. So let yourself feel the pain. Yeah, you know what, man? I think I disagree with this. I feel like the pain will go away in maximum 6 months. That's my experience. Maybe even quicker. Okay. Depending on how long you were with a girl and how much you loved her. Probably in a month too, for the majority of cases. And it will go by whether you numb yourself with something or you don't. Okay. But feeling the pain, the advantage of that is the story they're going to be able to tell. The character that it builds, you being able to deal with more pain will reflect in your business because now you're going to be able to deal with more pain in your business. And you should look at pain in a David Goggins style of way, like you need pain, cherish it, relish it, and bathe in it. And be glad that there's some pain because realize how much more capable you're going to be in other aspects of your life now thanks to it. So, what I'd say to this, bro, definitely watch Chris Williamson and David Goggins podcast. This one they did together, and in that podcast, I really feel like he explained it very well. I'd also read David Goggins' book "Can't Hurt Me," and then his other book "Never Finished" that I'm reading right now. These two books, but the "Can't Hurt Me," I finished that one, and I can guarantee you that will help you so much. If there's a book that I'd give to a guy after a breakup, it will be "Can't Hurt Me," 100%. So That's my advice. Rushing the healing process. There's no deadline for moving on. Don't compare yourself to healing to theirs. Don't compare your healing to theirs or anyone else's. Take as long as you need. I kind of agree with this, but this contradicts my point that said, bro, I don't really kind of imagine that it would take more than 5, 6 months unless you were like in a 10, 20 year relationship, marriage, whatever, or if you have kids with the girl. But it was just like a year, 1 to 3 year relationship. In 6 months, you should be able to get over it. But I think that you will definitely get over it better and quicker if you fucking focus on something that's more important to you. And if as a man you'll just get used to prioritizing your purpose, your goals, and your business, your fitness, if you'll just prioritize these things over relationships, you'll generally overall be able to get over them way, way quicker. So there's no real deadline to this, but I do think that within a couple of months you should be able to get over it. Otherwise, you're just not doing anything with your life, and maybe that's why you're still stuck on this. Or maybe you're too needy and no other girl wants you, so you're still clinging out to this one girl who wanted you, and now you can't get any other girl to want you. That's also another problem. When you have a plethora of girls to choose from, and you install Tinder, and within a week you have like 70 matches, 100 matches. When a girl breaks up with you, it's like it hurts so much less. Okay, and I know that that seems unrealistic, like getting 10 matches, 20 matches a day. It is, bro. It is absolutely realistic. People like FitX Fearless and Austin Dunham, they explain very well how to set up a good dating profile. I pretty much copied their advice. But yeah, bro, that's my advice on that. So the next one, losing yourself over someone who walked away. They are not worth your self-respect, your future, or your happiness. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, not on someone who didn't see your worth. In 5 to 10 years, you will look back and be so proud of how far you've come. I'd say mostly in 5 to 10 months, not years. However, I feel like this is just a feel good advice. And it's not wrong, but it's like, it doesn't really help that much. So, with this in mind, I'd say, yeah, try to focus on something that you're working on either way and work on it more now. Don't be close to the option of another girl and replacing her with another one. She will definitely, your ex will respect you so much more if you do that. But don't chase another girl. Don't look for other girls. Don't spend more than 10, 20 minutes a day on fucking these dating apps and texting girls. But be open to it. Okay? And yeah, that's basically it. Don't stay in contact with your ex girlfriend if it really hurts. But again, only if you want to be friends with her for a while until you find someone else. Okay? But if you don't want to, if you're not in contact with her as a friend, don't be in contact with her at all. And don't look at those pictures that you have together. Delete them if you have to, or store them somewhere where you won't have access to them for a while. That's about it. That's my advice for today. I know this has been a 25-minute long video, but I think that this was needed for a lot of guys. So yeah, this is basically it. Catch you on the next one, I guess. Let me know in the comments which piece of advice was the most useful out of this video.